Hey Beth, how's it going? Hey Anne, welcome in everyone. So far my day's been okay. Okay. Just okay. I had breakfast though. Cinnamon toast crunch. How about yours? Drinking 8. Does the milk in my cereal count? Um, because I did eat cereal. Um, but yeah, hey Joso. I'm glad. I'm okay. Day was good. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, my son gave me the idea because he needed to eat. How are you doing, Anne? Have you ate or drank anything today? Hey, Gnome. Alright, gotta reload this thing. Then reload this thing. Let's see if I can stay on top of the comments. What about that? Is that the drink you're talking about, Gnome? Thank you for the heart me and the Go Populars. I just drink water as soon as I woke up and just had some chicken curry. Awesome. That's fantastic, Anne. Now I'm drinking water. Oh, it's flashing red. I think that means my water bottle is about to die. Better plug it in. Let it charge. It tracks my water intake. So, oof. Hold on. Plug it back in here. So right there, if I tap it, it tells me 0% because I've drank 0% of my water yet. But yeah, because I need to keep track of the water intake, and it fluctuates so much day to day. And then there's an app that goes with it as well. So when my doctor wants to know how much water I drink, I can show them. Totally unnecessary, but vital at the same time. I have not been drinking that enough water. Only drank 29.6 on Saturday, yesterday, ounces, and 17.5 on Friday, 40 on Thursday. I'm supposed to do 100. So, it really helps out, I guess, to be able to do it that way. But then I can look and see then throughout, here was my intake last month, right? I mean, I only met the goal 2 days. So yeah, I'll drink more. I swear I will. Hey, Juliana, how's it going? I had to look that one up. Thank you for liking the live. Just found out I have ADHD at 52. Did you think you were like the only one and that you hit some all-time record? Because you didn't. But welcome in, and you're not alone. A lot of late diagnosed ADHD and autistic people here. And yeah, it is a trip. Get a job. What makes you think I don't have a job? And what's your 124 milligrams of? I'll go ahead and pin you since you want some attention. Oh, I'm trying to pin you. There you go. Yes. But not so old. Not so old. Okay. Maybe that came out wrong, because I thought I hit an all-time high, 43, but mainly just because it was so much of my life had passed by, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh wait, this, this, um, and so yeah, but no, I've had people come in here as old as 80 saying that that was when they were diagnosed. So, um, yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with just it becoming increasingly difficult, you know, um, as far as functioning in society and everything with while masking, you know. But yeah, Juliana, I'm doing pretty good. How are you today? Chelsea, what's up? Um, or undiagnosed. Yeah, there's that too. But it's like kind of like the if you know, you know kind of thing. That's really how a lot of it goes. Hey, James. Um, really to explain the pinning situation. Yeah, I know, right? Um, I was trying to help out with that too, but I couldn't really figure it out either. Plus, I was playing Fortnite at the same time. How's you? How's me? I am good. How's you? Hey, Alicia. Hey, Liv. I'm doing okay. How are you? Oh, man. I really hope we get more trolls today. I've been aching for some trolls. Uh, you are weird with pinned comments, but I understand it. It's that countdown, right? You would be terrible working at NASA or anyone who launches those spacecrafts, you know, because they'd be counting down 5, 4, 3, and at 3 you'd hit launch. Whoops, sorry guys, I can't do it. Yeah. I haven't played Demon Rush, no. Yeah, could be better. Really struggling with my ADHD, which is undiagnosed. I get it. I get it. Thankfully, you don't need a diagnosis to start like, you know, um, changing things. And sorry, brain not working right now. Um, to be able to look up skills and stuff like that to be able to help yourself. Thankfully, a diagnosis is not necessary for that. But yeah. Um, it can be tough. What areas are you struggling in? Is there anything that you need help with? Need help figuring out? I'm doing good. Said my bestie and her son flew back to Ohio this morning from visiting. Yeah, but they were able to visit you. I'm sure you had a great time, right? Um, you would definitely be like that. And I want to make. I don't know if you've been seeing all those AI videos of like Mr. Rogers and like Tupac and stuff. Need to make one of you at the control desk at NASA with the countdown and then hitting the launch button like 2 seconds early. That would be awesome. Um, Taking a bit of toll on my mental health, anxiety, and depression, and being able to leave the house, being in public with loud noises. Yeah, that's rough. I think there are. Have you tried noise canceling headphones and stuff when you go out? Um, Things like that have been like lifesavers for me. Like going to Costco or the grocery store, I cannot do it without noise canceling headphones. And when I do it with noise canceling headphones, it's actually a little bit bearable, you know? This was awesome. I encouraged her to tell her story. Her son has high needs autism. That's great. Yeah. We need more people to tell stories and to get this stuff out there. It's like important with how society's looking at, autism and neurodivergence overall, blasting your pool. Awesome. What part of where do you live? I guess since you said pool, I'm like, oh, it's October. I'm always 2 to 3 seconds ahead in New Year's than everyone else in the UK. You're just living in the future, and you're just so anxious, right? I got AirPods, just can't stand to leave the house. The whole process of leaving the house, and then the thought of being in public. Yeah. Queensland. Well, welcome in. You're up late a little bit, but no up late shaming here because I know that all too well. In fact, I would stay up late to join the live of somebody who's in Australia. I would wake up at like 2 in the morning to join the lives. So yeah, I get it. But also I had insomnia too for a while. So that's another thing. But yeah, still not good with leaving the house. Yeah, you know what? Leaving the house can be pretty intense. I think for me, I lack motivation to like be anywhere. But when I actually get out and go somewhere, like if I go somewhere to just walk or whatever, like it usually feels good when I'm there, But the whole process of getting to it is very difficult, you know. Heated pool, turned it up to 92 for him. Awesome. I would put messy house cleaning videos on Discord, but I don't want ladies to see it. It's okay. Nobody judges. I'm not dyslexic, but I got the rest of that plus some other stuff. Welcome to the experience. Well, Schaefer, welcome as well. Talk about a fun time, huh? But yeah, it's quite the experience going through all this stuff, especially this day and age, where you would think there would be a little bit more of an understanding and acceptance out there, but not quite there yet, To be honest, I am in the future. Yeah. I know you're in the future. I'm quite literally one of the few remaining in the past. I think it's just like Hawaii and like certain parts of Alaska that are, even further in the past than I am. But the rest of the world, yeah, for the most part, they all living in the future. I get all my groceries delivered too. I hate grocery shopping. See, I feel like I would do the grocery store pickup, but I don't trust people to pick out certain like vegetables and meats and all that stuff. When my kid's mom used to do it here, she would they'd always give her things that either expired that day or the previous day, and so I'd always have to run back and go and return stuff, and it became so much more of a hassle. Yeah, so not many people do understand what we go through from ADHD, our diagnosed or undiagnosed needs. Yeah, it's rough, and I think a bigger part of it too, is understanding. I learned at 43, yes. Understanding a ADHD diagnosis is one thing. Understanding not being diagnosed for as long as you have lived, and then getting a diagnosis and realizing just how much that had impacted you your whole life is such a completely different experience. That creates, in my mind, it creates kind of a traumatic experience because you are all of a sudden second guessing your brain, the structure of your brain, and like talk about not really having a sense of self, it becomes very difficult to navigate, and that's one of the reasons why, I started doing this live too, is because I felt very alone. I felt very like, am I really the only one in the world, who has never found out until now? But thankfully, I'm not, and that there's many others in the world who have gone through it as well. So, it's great to be able to connect with everyone and to be able to share that experience. He does grocery shopping. I'm lucky. Yeah, I'll do grocery. I'll tough it out. Special meats delivered from a farm. Yeah. Yeah, there are things too that I will just get the day of, like usually meats and vegetables, and bread. Like if I'm getting fresh bread and I don't want to bake it, which, come on, I'm not gonna bake bread. Yeah. Just requested. Oh yeah. I'm not. I won't do. I'm not going to do guests right now. That if we. I do want to schedule a time to do boxes so that people can come up and talk. Um, I'm sure you know, as somebody who has ADHD, the chaos and the lack of structure is something that's thrived on. But the autism requires structure. And so when there's last minute changes to things, it gives me like a little bit of a panic attack, if that makes sense. And so I need to like plan ahead for no, don't stress it. Don't stress it. I just don't want you to think that I'm like turning it down or rejecting it or anything like that, because I also understand that sensitivity. It's more so just it's a thing, but something that I understand. So neither one of us should feel bad. Um, so thank you for the heart me, Juliana, and Alicia as well. Thank you both. I just imagine some people never find out what's wrong, right? I often think about that too, that when people don't find out what's wrong, like how much stress they must have to deal with, it's extremely difficult, especially when you just know something's wrong but you can't, put your finger on it. It's rough. My friend who's a social worker knew I needed help, thank God, because my hubby didn't know what to do. That's great. For me, it unfortunately had to be hitting burnout. Gonna go chill at the pool. Have an awesome day. You too, Juliana. Have a really great day. Have fun at the pool. I wish I didn't have to hit burnout, but I did, and that's what it took. I get that too. What brings on sickness in me? What specifically? Sorry, I'm way behind. Just sort of woke up and you feel weird. Why is that, Sky? Just waking up at 5. Calming music, it's the best. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's the heart me sound. It helps me at least be able to hear the distinct differences between that and anything else, because the heart me's are actually really like all the other gifts and stuff that people send are great, never expected, and I never really ask for anything. The heart me sort of things that are actually pretty valuable for the TikTok algorithm and the live and all that stuff. And so when I hear that sound, I want to make sure to think, because it actually helps the account. But still don't, and never ask for anything, let's see, flu-like symptoms. What do you get flu-like symptoms from? You have no clue what time you went back to sleep or anything. You're on the struggle bus, aren't you, Sky? I mean, like, I know you are, but like, I wish I knew what was going on. I know things are tough. Just yeah. Hey, Marcy, how's it going? Let's see. Thank you, Shell, for the heart me. How are you doing? How did the rest of your live go? And sorry you've been up for so long too. I was there to hear that part. This girl I know just got a travel camper and she's so excited. It makes me wonder why I'm not like that. Like to get excited about something, or to like want to get out and go. You know, you need a nap. I hear that, Shell. If you need help falling asleep, I know something that could help you out. See, how's my son feeling today? He is still sick. Yeah, it's a bummer, but he will recover. I think he just needs to rest another day. Love a travel trailer. Yeah. I have a travel trailer right now, although, going through the divorce and stuff like that, there's going to be things that I'm not going to have anymore. And the truck that towed the travel trailer's already been sold. So the travel trailer, I'm sure, is going to be sold next. Um, but it's a lot of stress towing that thing around. Um, you know, um, I'm an expert at backing that thing in. An expert. I'll tell you what. Like, I had never really towed anything before, and I just caught on right away. Um, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. Um, and so, yeah. Um, Good times were had, but that's all. Um, I don't have anything to tow it with, so yeah, that's fine. It's fine. JP, good morning. Um, how come I'm never excited and happy about life? I think I'm happy. Um, you live in your travel trailer? Yeah, my ex is currently living in our travel trailer, and then when things are finalized, she'll be we'll be selling it. The trailer's on her parents' property. So tired. I'm tired too. Even though it's 3 hours later than when I normally go live, um, you know, I'm exhausted. Although you guys, Alina, how's it going? I um I got a for Amazon Prime days or whatever, I got a weighted, like a 50-pound weighted cooling comforter. And so, like, it's a weighted blanket, but a comforter, but also cooling at the same time. My sleep last night, while amazing, was very nice and cooling. Um, but I still woke up really sore, but it has to do with other things. Um, just having a sore body overall. Um, but yeah, um, it was heaven, and it was. Um, I don't like that she lives in the travel trailer now. It um, it was something that I was planning on doing for me. The problem is that um, I would have nowhere to put it, and her parents have property, and that's where it's usually stored to. And sure, her parents don't want me around, so it's good that we have that. I think she mostly stays though inside her parents' place for right now, but she should be getting a place here soon. Um, yeah, but we don't need to talk about that. It really bums me out. Sleep is all jacked. I have rotating shifts. I get that. Yeah. Um, my whole thing has been that going live at 6 a.m. has helped me kind of regulate when I wake up, but when I go to sleep is still like all over the place. But it's very important to me to have that kind of you know sleep routine. You know. Yeah. So, Alicia, I can tell you some other time. I just there's some people here that know, um, and it's just something I can't really talk about too much. But yeah, um, yeah. Um, let's see. I've never had as good a sleep as when I had a weighted blanket. Well, where, Super Pirate? Where did your weighted blanket go? Get it back. Uh, uh, yeah, it's difficult to talk about. Yeah, yep. night sky. Hopefully, hopefully you can feel better. You know, let me know if you need anything. Talking about, I need to stop talking about the divorce. It just brings me down. My weighted blankets under my bed. It caused problems. What kind of problems did it cause? And do I plan on getting any more cool lights? I don't know. I feel like I got enough lights, but I don't know. I guess I could add something. You slept 20 hours when using it. Well, I mean, that sounds like a win. The blue lights in the background. Yeah. I did change it to purple the other day, but then Anne told me to turn it back. So we're going back to purple. Let's do purple. There's a 10-year mark because I was self-medicated over 25 years now. That's great. Yeah. Mine. Yeah. Phone's on 5%. Remember how, well, in my story, I'm sure you've heard that a couple months after I was diagnosed with this, I was re-traumatized from basically with my childhood trauma being repeated. That's what happened. So yeah, it can't really go into further details, but it was a thing that ended up with me being put into fight or flight for 10 months and a lot of broken trust. So not something that can really be easy to bounce back from. So yeah. But anyway, what's everyone up to today? I'll take your weighted blanket though. The shipping of a weighted blanket. Oh my gosh, that would be quite a bit. I feel bad for Amazon for the weighted blankets I'm going to be returning to them, because I'm sure they probably lost more money than they made. Welcome back, Anne. But yeah, yeah, my son's not really doing too well. He's doing okay, but he's not better. Not as good as he should have been. And what have you been doing online? After this live, probably gonna play more Skyrim. I'm also gonna try and play Pokemon Go. You haven't played Pokemon Go? You should give it a shot. I play Pokemon Go every now and then. There's a park in our neighborhood that has a couple Pokestops and a couple gyms, so it's been pretty fun. 20-hour screen time Monday. So you really should get off of your phone, Anne. Except not right now, not on the live. You know, unless this is your 20th hour today, then yeah, get off and go to sleep. Super inconsistent. Yeah, that's me too. I don't play that often. I just more play socially and mostly with the kids. Oof. What's the name of the climbing game where the guy climbs the wall, falls? Is it Fall Guys? Oh, what's up, Gabe? How are you? It's the day you stayed up for 2 days straight. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I've definitely had those days too, but it was traveling, so. Not Fall Guys? Well, then I don't know. I don't know, then. I don't play too many games. A lot better than yesterday right now. Great, great. It's all about finding balance, Gabe. You know, not to be on one extreme or the other, but to just find that balance. So, oh, what's happening here? Ah, there we go. Oh. Well, I don't know games. Marcy, did you upset me? I don't think you upset me. And if you did, well, I didn't notice. It's 6 hours today so far. Good and good. Hey, Albert. How's it going? How are you? Reminds me I gotta take my meds. Even though they won't work, I'm still gonna take them. My brain is against me today, Tim. Well, yeah. It's a flash game from the 2000s. Okay. If anyone thinks that I'm upset about that video game thing, I am totally not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm nothing towards it. 19 hours, 19 minutes. Oh, okay. Maybe they work on the inside, but not on the outside, like work in progress sort of thing. Oh, that's a very hopeful way to look at it, Al. But no, it's not working on the inside. But maybe it's not about how it works, but it's about the friends we make along the way, right? Maybe that's what it's all about. I have tried Vyvanse. It did not work. I'm on Concerta again. It's not working. I think I'm just way too my CPTSD is just way too intense. You know, with the brain fog. So yeah, I think there's just a lot more to figure out with me before I think the medication is going to work. Again, so you know, I'm not really too worried about it because I've already gone through life this far without it, you know, so now it's just kind of focusing on the skills and hopefully eventually the medication will catch up. Hey, Joso. How are you, Joso? They don't stay working on me, that's fine. Yeah, I get it. Well, finally, was it not working, Joso? Well, I do get to say that I tried, Al. For reals. Definitely tried. Tried like everything. I know you've been on live. I said hi to you earlier when I saw you join, but I don't know what happened. Are you still having connection issues? Meds took the severe depression away. Yeah. That's good, right? Makes it seem like it's not good and that you miss it. Beta blockers. I would need to. Let me ask ChatGDP. If I'm on any. Because I can't remember half of the crap that I own. Nope. I am on an alpha 2 agonist. It knows like all my medication. I just don't know like of which are classified as what, you know. So I have to, and I don't want to think too hard about it. I like my capacity to think about certain stuff is just like so waned, to where if it's like something a little bit more complex that's not off the top of my head, I'm like, okay, somebody else needs to do the thinking for me. Yeah, I not feel like your blood pressure isn't skyrocketing. My fight or flight feels. Fight or flight feels like a cheetah racing. It's interesting. Let's see if we can not get too personal. What's your fear response? Mine is freeze. Bro, I've never had a crush. What's that like? What's a crush like? I mean, I guess if it's like just a crush, it's just somebody that you know, are really excited to see that makes you feel funny. I could see you, Joso. Like your tattoos. Am I an islander? No. I am a Southern Californian. But yeah, the tattoos are, they're all kind of symbolism of different types of stuff, but mostly from like hardcore bands, music. Freeze and Fawn, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, we should all just sit around and exchange fear responses. Is that a Red Bull? It is. Sugar-free. Sugar-free Red Bull. Because I am healthy. No, because I don't want to, you know, amp myself up even more. It's freeze, but feels like my heart is racing fast and humanly possible. Yeah, I get that. And I think really when anybody's like fight or flight is triggered, you know, that definitely gets to that point because fear can do that, right? It's just like, what do you do like within that fear state, you know? And so for me, it's freeze. You finished the shelves? Awesome. Yeah, I saw a few pictures on the Discord. They looked really good. Let's see. Yeah. But you know what? This is like the first Red Bull I've had like in like 4 or 5 days, you know? So cheers. Hello, Tucker. How are you? I have blood pressure monitor. It showed randomly spikes. Called it white coat syndrome. Interesting. Yeah, so I'll get like I have a high heart rate anyway. And that's one of the things that the alpha 2 agonist is supposed to take care of, is supposed to be like overwhelming stress. So it addresses hyperactivity, but it's also supposed to be a stress reducer for PTSD. So look it up. The one that I'm on is man, I can't pronounce these medication names. I'll put it in chat. That's the medication that I'm taking. It's only like 1 milligram right now, but they're gonna adjust it. But it's usually treated for hyperactivity and for stress from PTSD. And so I'm giving it a shot because I mean I have both of those and my nervous system is completely overwhelmed. So hopefully it can provide some relief, you know. And it's supposed to reduce your blood pressure and your resting heart rate, which my resting heart rate is like 100. It's ridiculous. What did you pin and unpin? Sorry if I missed a pinned comment. Oh, proud of me? I'm proud of you. Hosted a show last night. Enjoyed it. Awesome. Propranolol. I'm on propranolol for my I have piriformis syndrome, and so I've been working through that, but they have me on propranolol for that. Yeah, I feel like antidepressants sister don't work on me. Tried SSRI, didn't do anything. Well, didn't you get on something a few weeks ago, Al? and then you were on live and you felt calmer and stuff. Was that something completely different than an SSRI? I had a really bad day yesterday. I saw my neighbor's dog. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Miss Rockabetti. Yeah, really, really sorry to hear about that. I don't want to talk about my experience of what I've seen, but that stuff sucks. I know it does. So, yeah. Oh, well, Al, that's a story. The piriformis. I'm proud of you, Anne. That was just my Adderall when the pharmacy made me go like 9 days without it. Oh, okay. Up from 25 to 50 today for your Zoloft. That's great. But Adderall's an SSRI though, right? So piriformis. So piriformis. Let me just show a quick picture, and I'm gonna have to hijack my I have to hijack something here on the screen to be able to show it. I'll show like pictures and stuff. I'm not going to actually show mine, because if I did, I would get kicked off of TikTok and the internet probably forever. I don't think I need therapy anymore. I feel neutral right now. That's for right now. But just because right now is good doesn't mean that you're good. You know, it just means that right now you're doing okay, which is great. You don't have to always be terrible to need, or feeling terrible to need therapy. Okay. So, piriformis. All right. Now why isn't this thing loading up? Oh man, TikTok Studio is about to freeze on me. I swear. This app. Can't believe it's already been a week. That's great. It's great until it's time to shower and leave the house. Yeah. Freeze. Everybody clap your hands. Okay. Why? I'm gonna have to start like minimizing things, figuring out why this thing refuses to work. All right. Well, how about this? I'll just show a picture instead. All right. So I just need to find the right kind of picture. All right, here we go. It's not going to let me do that now. Anyway, I'll just explain it to you. All right. So piriformis is a condition where a muscle wraps around the sciatic nerve. Okay. So about like right here. All right. Actually right here, left cheek. All right. And so I'm showing you on the doll where the piriformis hurt me right here. All right. And so that is a condition that I have, and basically I have to sit on like all kinds of seat cushions, all that kind of stuff. All right. Hey Blob, there's my Blob. Oh, my Blob. And so, anyways, that is what triggered my CPTSD, because my CPTSD is extreme corporal punishment from my parents. And so, um, because I developed that sciatic nerve thing, it triggered everything, and basically caused a huge thing. So that's what's kind of like silly and messed up about it, is that it all started from just some little thing that happens to people. All right, let me do this. Ah, of course I would. What? What? Oh my gosh. What just happened? Alicia subscribed as a super fan? Is that for real? And then the screen was all like covered up the whole time. Don't worry, it was caught on um YouTube. But oh my gosh. I forgot that I even like set that up, because nobody ever does that. Oh man, Alicia, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Now you guys are seeing these other things that I have here. Let me hide that. That's my little thing that I use to answer questions and keep track of questions. Well, hopefully you did that on purpose. Because it appears that it happened regardless. Yeah. I forgot that I set that up. Oh man. That's the first time it's ever been activated too. Man. Keep it set up? Okay, yeah, sure. Sure. How long ago did I set that up? Months ago. At least months ago. Man. You're confused? Oh man. Alicia, do you know that you just subscribed to me or became a super fan? Maybe turn it down a tad? A dad? Turn it down a dad? The yeah, hopefully you know that, Alicia. If not, then you got to contact your credit card company, and you got to go onto something. No, I don't know how did I do that. Are you serious? um yeah. Well, it says that you became a super fan. And it even says that on the yeah. It's okay. I will end it. It's okay. Will it end next month if I don't subscribe? No, I think you have to cancel it. Are you on an iPhone? Well, regardless, that was really fun to at least see that it worked. No, because like here's the thing, it may be a recurring thing. I think it automatically renews. And so, let me know if you need help taking care of that. I can do tech support. Luckily I'm a fan of good riffs. Yeah, sorry, and the crowd has spoken. I can't turn it down. Oh man, I forgot I was even talking about stuff. You'll have to go and look on the YouTube though, and see what happened. I could actually probably replay it, but if I were to do that, I would do that without the sounds. Let me see. Alerts. Um, there we go. Sub alert. All right, what's the sub alert? Sub alert. All right. Let me edit it and then I'll take out the sound and then I'll replay it. Wait a minute. I don't think I... Okay, yeah, something's weird. There's that peaceful music. Crow, thank you for the heart me. All right. Okay. What happens if you stand for a long time with the nerve thing? So standing is fine. Sitting is rough because it's at the pelvic bone joint where the leg and your butt, like, I'm trying to explain it in a particular way. All right, so we'll use the doll again. All right, so we're going back to the doll. All right, so when you bend over, there's this bone that's like right here, right kind of like right in like the crotch area, but in the back, right here. All right, and when you sit, it extends. The bone kind of like, like kind of separates a little bit right there, and you typically have like a little cushioning right there with that nerve and the muscle going around it. When you stand, it closes up. Okay, so like you have like all that there, plus your butt is basically protecting it. And so here's the thing: is that that position of where the pain is where it hurt when my parents would use corporal punishment. And so that's what triggered my trauma response, was feeling that pain, not knowing why I was feeling that pain, but then my brain remembering when I felt that pain as a kid. But as far as how this is treated, I'm on propranolol for that, which is supposed to help with the muscle. But then I'm also doing infrared sauna with red light therapy and all kinds of other stuff to really help out with that part. Satya will come back if I do yoga. Let's see. It says price a month, so I think subscription needs to be renewed. Yeah, I don't know. Doctor gave me Vyvanse for ADHD. It's pretty good. Awesome. Yeah, I tried Vyvanse, didn't really work well. How to get diagnosed? You can go to a psychiatrist, you can go to your general practitioner, but when you do go to get diagnosed, don't mention labels, just talk about your symptoms. And then you'll have a smoother route, of getting the help that you need. What's weird? A lot of things are weird, Crow. Yeah. That's a very unfortunate flashback. Yeah, right? And it's more just like an unfortunate sort of, the piriformis itself is unfortunate because it had to be, I had to develop a thing that mimicked pain in the exact same spot. And I'm not talking like exact same region, but like the exact same spot, because all the pain from everything would centralize into those nerves. And so it was such a weird thing, but yeah, so that's why I ain't going through my GB to try and get a diagnosis. Yeah. I'm technically still at a birthday party. No, don't go, Blob. Don't go, Blob. I'll be here. I'll be more present right now, I promise. Okay, bye. Everyone say bye to my blob. My most favorite blob in the whole world. I dare you to find a more unstable blob than the blob that I have. Let me ask you, how many fakers are there? I don't know. Oh, why? Do you think I'm faking it, or? Yeah. Is that why you requested up? Early birthday party. Yeah. Super Pirate with the first gift ever sent on TikTok, a rose. I really appreciate that. First gifts are the best gifts. I'm glad that type of punishment is getting more and more outdated. Wish it was outlawed. Yep. What is OSDD? I don't have OSDD, so I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'll go ahead and look it up. Other specified dissociative disorder. Yeah, I do have a dissociative disorder, but not. I mean, I guess it could be that. I don't know. I have CPTSD with associative traits. I'll tell you what it is. BS, liars and liars and attention seekers. Why do you say that? Have you ever had to experience dissociation? Because if not, that's great. That's good for you. But usually when people have to experience dissociation, it's because some really, really terrible stuff happened. You know, so the rights of the child would be immediately outlawed. Absolutely. But yeah, Lifeline, what do you have against people who have dissociated? Saying their alters and are real and date. Oh, are you talking about sorry, dissociative identity disorder? Because those are the ones that have alters. And I know people who have dissociative identity disorder, and it's very, very real. No, it's very real. It's out of trauma. It's out of intense amounts of trauma. And I don't see how somebody can go and tell somebody that they're fake based off of real life experiences that these people have just because you haven't experienced it. You know, that makes no sense. You know, that's like you saying cancer doesn't exist because you've never experienced cancer. You know? I'm not too sure I'm following your logic here. You know, no meds these people take, no things they see. I don't understand you. Like, if you want to talk about this, like, chill out, talk about it. Don't try and type too fast. Get your words out right, and we'll talk about it. But I know that you're wrong based off of my experiences and the people close to me who have had experiences as well. You know, so my mother doesn't believe schizophrenia is real. I'm like, how? Yeah. What are you talking about? They don't have any vision. Vaccine damaged? Oh no, tell that to my anti-vax mom who made me. Lifeline, I'm going to mute you for a minute. You can come back whenever you've gathered your thoughts. But yeah, vaccine person, you're weird. But science exists. You should look into it. I was asking for trolls. I got what I wanted. But then I got like the lowest of the low trolls. Like I wanted like good quality trolls. Like, where are the good quality trolls these days? Like when I was a kid, oh man, trolling was an art. It was an art form. Nowadays, I don't know. People get sloppy. It's embarrassing.